The Great North of Scotland Railway had this nasty habit of using only old tender engines to do all of their shunting. This worked, but a purpose-built engine would do better for the job, and so in 1884, a class of 6060 tank engines were delivered from Kitson, followed the next year by 3 more to an improved design. At this time, they were called the Class Ds, and they were notable for having surprisingly weatherproof cabs, with gangway doors and shutters that allowed openings in the cab to be minimized. The first 6 engines were built with only handbrakes, but in 1890 they had Westinghouse air brakes. Between 1907 and 1911, the engines would all get new boilers with smaller chimneys, eventually having their Ramsbottom valves replaced with Ross pop valves under the LNER. While initially much of their work was pickup goods, they'd find themselves in suburban passenger work for a short time. After the grouping, the class would be used exclusively for shunting, though with the occasional appearance on a branch line. At this point, their relegation to menial work was more due to age than performance. The J90s had 4-foot diameter boiler at 150 psi, a pair of 16-inch cylinders, driving wheels 4 foot 6 inches in diameter, and a maximum tractive effort of only 14,500 pounds. The first to go was withdrawn in 1932 at 48 years old, with the last of the class gone by the end of 1936 at 52. A more than respectable lifespan for a class with poor weight distribution. That's right, they had a wonky axle loading due to the boiler placement. The J91, the updated version I mentioned earlier, had a larger boiler, lowering the axle loading somehow, fixing the axle loading and making them more viable on lightly laid lines. They'd find themselves working on branches more often, with one of them running a regular passenger service through most of the 20s. Sadly, withdrawals for the 91s started before they did for the 90s, and the class was gone by the end of 1934. They still lived a nearly 50-year working life, making both of the classes discussed today quite respectable. The LNER may not have been in a place to throw out old unique engines, but surely 2 classes which totaled 9 engines together were worth discarding. I just think they're cute. Thanks for watching.